Alright, I'm going to show you a new development on my job site. One of these hoses is leaking. I'm pretty sure it's this one right there, where the two hoses meet and the shield wasn't over it. That's what it looks like right there. I can't tell for sure. I don't want to crank it up and blow stuff everywhere again, but it looks like I'm going to have to. But yeah, I got a new hose, went to Bobcat, got a new hose. And of course, this is one that goes all the way up through the arm there, so that's going to be a fun one. But I guess we got nothing new but fix it. Probably the wrong end on here. Sure do now. This one could go here. This one's got a tap-in fitting. Dadgummit. I'll leave that open and take a picture of it. Back to Spartanburg we go. Alright, so the supply chain thing is starting to be pretty dumb because I wanted to get this hose made up as well, and I couldn't because they didn't have all the parts. So what they gave me, rather than doing this insert fitting, they gave me this little adapter. So hopefully this works out well. And I'm going to take this off. I'm going to zip tie the two together and then just pull the new one through. Oh yeah. I don't know how that got ripped and cut like that, but it did. Guess it's this loose one. We'll pull that right through now. So they gave me this little adapter, but only one of them for the front side. And what do you know, this back side is exactly the same. So that they did that 2 times in a row. After I gave them the part number, you would think they would at least build me the right hoses and stuff. But whatever, I'm gonna go to a different place. I'm gonna go to Carolina Hoses and see if they can give me this and build up my other hose so I can go ahead and run it while I'm doing everything. Alright, so I went to a hydraulic shop and got the second hose made up because Bobcat didn't have all the parts for it. And when I pulled it through, when I tried to pull it through the other direction, I didn't have them. I just had it kind of zip tied together. And when I tried to pull it through, it didn't work. So I pulled my first hose back out. Now I'm going to zip tie and tape it alongside this one right here. And I'm pulling back through since I don't have the other hose to hook to. So let's try that. Let's see if we can get that to work. I got it. I got it. Mostly. There we go. Yeah. Alright, I got it where it's not leaking. But this will be hitting the edge of the bucket. So I just cut some of this stuff off, and I'm just like putting it around all these shrouds just to make sure that anything that rubs and touches anything, so like this bar, I need to make sure I have some there. I just want to make sure that it's not gonna end up ruining that hose in the next 50 hours or so. So I gotta say, the hydraulic hoses are way cheaper if you go somewhere else other than Bobcat. Need to zip tie that so it doesn't rub. But if you go to Bobcat, it was like $231 for one hose. I went to a hydraulic shop and he pressed that on there for me, and it was $75. Yeah. I'm gonna add a little bit more into this video. I replaced the hydraulic hoses last week on the skid loader. It's doing good. It's doing great. But as you can tell, not so great on the trailer. Some days are just not good. I've got 3 flat tires, and I've had flat tires. I patched this one twice already last week. I picked up nails in this one. I picked up a nail on the other side, 2 nails on the other side. I don't even know how. I haven't even gone to the dump or anything. So I just think these tires are garbage. So I've got a job ongoing that I need the dump trailer for, to take about 4 loads of waste off of. So I got to get that done. More torque. Looks like it did it, maybe. That or I broke the bolt, one or the other. Still didn't break it. There it goes. I guess it did. There we go. Smarter, baby, not harder. Didn't break the stud either. Didn't have any jack stands big enough, so I guess a couple cinder blocks will work. Not my favorite way, but it'll work. Alright, so for anybody who's curious, I just crossed over the 50,000 mile mark on the Ford. We are averaging about 10.3 miles to the gallon towing. Not terrible, not the best. I haven't really had any troubles with the truck. I did have one failure. The blower motor to the for the heat, the little actuator that lets the little vent door open, that got jammed with dust, and Ford had to replace that. They had to take the dash off and do that, but I had it covered under a warranty. So aftermarket warranties are helpful at some points, and so hopefully that never goes out again, because that was like $1,500. That was, I don't really know what to do about that one. Like, it was a problem, but I got it taken care of relatively quickly, but it didn't inconvenience me to where I couldn't get work done. As far as everything else goes, like, I go through an air filter about every time that I have an oil change, or every 2 times, every 6,000 miles or so. Not the worst. I mean, we're on dusty job sites all the time, and in the dump, and at the supply yards and whatnot, so that's not terrible. That's reasonable. And then brakes and whatnot, that's all that usual stuff is every 2 years or so. So it's spread out a fair amount, and I haven't had any trouble with those, or any wear pulling at my max towing capacity. I don't really have any wear, any excessive wear for that weight. So I'm happy with everything. I'm happy with the truck. And if only I could get my trailer tires to not blow out, that'd be good. Okay, I just left the tire store. It is now 1:32. Had to wait a while for them to get to it, but it was only like 5 patches and 1 valve stem that had to be replaced. It cost me like $25. It wasn't bad. So now we're gonna go put this back on the trailer and hopefully go get some more work done.